What's up? What's up? What is up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Criticalist Cast Unhinged. But I think what I need to do is go ahead and introduce my co-host, because per usual, I have Mr. Matthew Verlack.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming and joining us today.
Also joining me today is Mr. Kyle Gazak.
Back by unpopular demand. What's up, everyone? Ready to get into it.
Hey, no. Last time they enjoyed you. They wanted you back. And
hey, happy to be here.
Yeah. We're really glad to have you back here, too. And that is Kyle off script on criticalist.com and Slipping Into the Void on Criticalist. And, of course, Blaine, I will be your MySpace Tom. So you will be following me instantly.
Can't get rid of them.
No,
you made it say you can't even delete them or anything.
I'm close to herpes on that app, without a doubt. We now have people pretending to be legal counsel for all of our users who get abused by me on a regular basis via Jaja Binks. So he is our legal aid within the app. So if you need protection from my harassment or false advertising, then feel free to consort our weed smoking Gundam.
They need some thicker skin.
Yeah,
they need to come to Criticalist so they can get hazed a little bit.
And if you're new to the whole Criticalist situation and you're like, what is going on? What is the deal? What is this? We are an app. We are a social platform. We are a website. We are many things. Make sure to come and check us out online. It's Criticless, L-E-S-S. So like take away the critic part. And that's it. Criticalist.com, or you can find us in the Android and Apple stores, and we'll be featuring it throughout this episode. So you'll get a better understanding of what we've got going on. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and talk about a little bit of news. There was one story that I didn't really want to cover during this week because it wasn't big enough for a whole show, but I did want to touch on it because it's absolutely absurd. Okay. Kyle, I don't know. I feel like Kyle's always on top of the news. Matt was the one that mentioned this a minute ago. I don't know if Kyle heard about it, but there is a show coming out called TaylorLautner Werewolf Hunter. Oh, no. And if you're not familiar with TaylorLautner, he's the werewolf from the Twilight.
Hey, he is also Shark Boy.
He is Shark Boy.
You're right, Shark Boy.
He is Shark Boy. First. What's funny is looking at his adult pictures, the dude looks like kind of the same still. Like he kind of still looks like what he did.
Because that's the thing. He's actually done some other movies.
Right.
Like, I remember watching one, and it was about him being a ninja.
Okay.
It's called like Ninja Assassin or something like that, and he does not work as a ninja.
No,
let me tell you, man.
He was good in
Tracers.
Tracers.
His face.
Right.
Yeah, it's like his face doesn't work as a ninja.
He's got a baby face.
He's got a
baby face. He does have a little bit of stash and stuff going on now, but luckily for him, I guess in some ways he hasn't aged too fast. So
sure.
That's
is this a documentary or like
documentary
or just
it gets
it's amazing. I cannot wait.
This is outrageously meta. So the point of TaylorLautner Werewolf Hunter is that the show follows TaylorLautner after he got done filming Twilight, and he gets found by some people who hunt werewolves, and they hire him due to his werewolf expertise from being in the Twilight movies.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to beat that. That's just a fantastic idea. It's like this meta like brain fart they had, and they were just like, let's just run with it.
Who greenlit that?
Amazon. This is an Amazon MGM Studios project, and apparently it is connected to some people that like were attached to BoJack Horseman. So actually, it makes this makes a bit more sense.
Okay. Sure, that gives a little merit too. I'm like, okay, BoJack was a really good dark animated show. Yeah. But I mean, this isn't. I'm guessing this won't be animated.
No, I wouldn't think so.
We'll see.
Right.
I mean, I'm just curious,
and I can.
Hilarious.
It really could be. I can go ahead and read the log line for this. So what it says is, after wrapping the final Twilight film, TaylorLautner vanished from the spotlight. Fans speculated, tabloids theorized, but the truth is wilder than fiction. Taylor wasn't just taking a mental health break. He was preparing for his real calling. TaylorLautner, Werewolf Hunter. Playing himself, Taylor is drawn into a secret society of werewolf trackers who need his unique expertise as he navigates his double life, Hollywood actor by day, supernatural warrior by night. Taylor must wrestle with the ultimate irony, fighting the very creatures that made him famous. Between saving the world, reviving his career, and falling in love, he faces the ultimate question: what happens when your biggest role becomes your greatest enemy? Dun dun dun. So what do you think, Kyle? You gonna watch this?
I mean, at this point, I want to see a trailer based off of that description. Like, how meta is this going to be? Like, I got nothing.
I hope they lean really hard into like making fun of him, and it sounds like they're going to, like in a good way, not in a bad way. Just like because they even talk about they're like, did he go on like a mental health break after these movies? What happened to Taylor Lautner?
He clearly signed off on it, so he's got to be okay with the material, I would imagine.
Right, exactly, and he's showing up for the movie, so unless he's that hurting for a paycheck, but I can't imagine his 6 Twilight movies is not still paying him quite healthy.
I mean, I guess it depends on if he's getting dividends or not. You find out a lot of the times for these big budget movies like that, these people get like one lump sum, and quite often it's not remotely as high as you think it would be.
And I would understand that for like a first movie, but then they made 5 or 6 of them. So I would assume maybe the first one you get a lump sum, the second and third you get smarter. Somebody tells you, hey,
new contracts, hopefully smart agents to renegotiate the rates. Yeah,
exactly.
You know how in residuals.
Yeah, exactly. Like with the residuals and stuff. Yeah, you know how all that stuff works to a degree, but it does get very hairy, and it all depends on if the studio is willing to play ball.
Right.
So, I mean, this though, it honestly sounds kind of amazing.
And it's a movie?
No, it is a series. I think that is what I am gathering here. So, I mean,
even more ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's one thing to be like, we're making a 2-hour movie about this. Instead, they're like, you know what, we're gonna make an 8-hour series, because more than likely it's probably hour-long episodes or close to an hour-long episodes.
Right.
I'm here for it. I think it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, when the trailer drops, I'll probably be one of the first ones to watch it, just to see like. I need something visual to go with this description. See where they're going with it.
I mean, I almost, what was the show that they did on Amazon for a little while was Jean-Claude Van Damme. Remember that? And it was really meta and kind of goofy too.
Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
Yeah. That is what I'm getting here. And that was actually an Amazon show as well. But that's
wasn't that back when they did that pilot series where they would pilot like 10 shows, and
I think that they
did the popular one and go from there.
Yeah, they did test it during that, but it lasted like a season, but then it got canceled, which was kind of a bummer because obviously it's Jean-Claude Van Damme, so you know. But so that's pretty much it for the news that I wanted to cover today. All right, guys. Well, that's been it for this episode of Criticalist Cast Unhinged, and we will be back very soon. Everybody take it easy. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you guys later.
Later, everybody.
I wonder if there's any good movies out this weekend.
Would you like me to recommend you some new movies?
Ah! Oh my god, what was that?
Hello, my name is Lit. I am your in-car information system. I can give you recommendations for any type of entertainment. Would you like to hear about the most popular movies in theaters today based on critic scores from Rotten Apples?
Okay, yeah, I would actually.
The #1 movie in the country this weekend is about a homosexual chipmunk who learns how to play chess. This 4-hour epic displays 10 full chess matches in real time.
No, absolutely not. That sounds literally horrendous. I can't even believe that's real.
Okay, well, the second highest rated movie, with 98% on Rotten Apples, is about a poor starving girl living in the 1920s who finds refuge in a cannibalistic swinger commune, where they all learn the value of love while feasting on the flesh of the innocent.
Who's rating these?
These are ratings from the top film critics in the country.
I am so sick of this. Honestly, I'll just find my own movie.